Hey, what's up, guys? So today our video is going to be about this purchase I made of this laptop right here. It is tiny. As you can see, it's tiny as hell. Next to my mouse, it looks super tiny. So this is the pipo 7-inch mini laptop. It comes with the Intel Celeron J4125 processor running at, it's like 2.5 normally, and then you can clock it up to like 2.7 gigahertz, 12 gigs of RAM, terabyte of storage. This model runs about $270 to like $300. I was lucky enough to find it listed wrong on Amazon, so I got it for 200 bucks, right? Pretty dope little deal. A couple of other things about it is it has a 3000 milliamp hour battery that on the site and on the box it says that it only lasts for 3 hours. Now, me running Linux, doing a couple tweaks, running the screen really at low brightness, I mean, I've gotten this up to like 6 to 9 hours on this, right? You know, just doing low processing sort of stuff, right? So let's go over the I/O. Okay, on the back, this is, wrong side. This right here is where you're going to be swapping out your SSD if you want to. Very convenient, right? On this side, you got nothing. On the front, you got nothing. On the back end, right here, this is a USB port. I just have a little dongle in there. You got the barrel connector. That's a 12 volt, 3 amp one. So if you can go on Amazon, you can find one that goes to USB and then have a power bank, and then you can extend the battery life that way, which is pretty cool. You got a mini HDMI out, which was like one of the key selling points of this for me, because I plan on just having a bunch of media on here and then being able to hook up to like TVs and random things and then just like, you know, play stuff. Little secret, hidden Easter egg is there's actually an extra USB-C in right here. Now, if you were feeling froggy, you could take a Dremel and cut a little hole right there, and then you have a whole nother port. Alright, let's talk about the keyboard real quick. Oh wait, I forgot a whole side. Okay, so this is a headphone jack. You got another USB port and an SD card reader, right? And on this SD card, I actually have a installation of Kali Linux. So I can actually boot into Kali, and if I need to do some security stuff or whatever, right off of that SD card. Very cool. Speakers along the top back edge right here, pretty cool. Let's open her up and let's talk about basically one of the few cons of this laptop is the key placement, right? So obviously, as you can tell, the colon key and quote key are not up here, they're down here, right? So if you're sitting on the home row, your pinky rests on the enter key, which is like really weird. At least for me, I'm a home row guy, you know what I mean? The other weird one is this caps lock key. Look at that fucking caps lock key. You see how tiny that is? It basically blends into the A. And one of the things about the letter A is it's one of the most typed letters. So you will fat finger the crap out of this constantly. What I did, like I normally do on most of my setups, I swapped the caps lock and escape key, and that has greatly helped me out in this sort of situation. Very nice, very nice. The nub, I don't use it. I hate it. It sucks. These are the two mouse button keys, which they're not actual mouse buttons. They're actually part of the keyboard itself. So if you run any sort of Linux or whatever on here, you're going to have to map these keys, which I did. And these keys are called two different things. This key is called 5KP, and this key is called menu. And how I found that out is I used a program called Screen Key, and then I just tapped this to see what it read out as. And then I found that out, and then I was able to use XDoTool to emulate mouse clicks and then have those binded to these two buttons. So now I have my mouse clicks back. It's not perfect, but I don't really need it a ton. There's like very rare circumstances where I actually have to use this, which is very cool. So we're just going to give this a little boot, and we're going to show you one of the other cons about it. So this screen right here is a repurposed touchscreen for a tablet, and as you can tell from looking at Grub, it is sideways. Oh man, this is like, let's do this a little bit, get a little bit of a better angle. So yeah, it's going to load in sideways. The way that I fix this is obviously in your settings. You just rotate your screen orientation, and then you're good to go. Now the touchscreen doesn't always work. It just works kind of sometimes when it feels like it. But that's perfectly fine for me because I have this set up like my normal way, so I can use the entirety. Hold on, let me type in my password. I can use the entirety of my computer without, the mouse. I don't need the mouse, so that's pretty awesome. So on here, I got installed Endeavor OS. It'll take a second to load in. Boot time, not terrible. Not terrible. You know what I mean? We'll give it a little Neo fetch. Neo fetch. Typing with one hand on a weird keyboard. Come on, dude. So yeah, mostly what I use this for is when I'm at work. If I need to look stuff up, I need to download something, I want to get something going for when I get out of work. This is what I use. I have like all your normal suspects installed on here. We use a little GIMP. We use all the good stuff. And then, like I said, if I need any sort of like network tools or security tools, I have Kali installed on a USB. On an SD card, which is sweet. Another point to that is you could actually just have a bunch of different OSs installed and then just have them on different SD cards and you can swap out. Now, one caveat to that is it's going to all be dependent on the read and write speed of the SD card, and if the write speed's slow, your system's going to be slow, right? So keep that in mind. You probably want to put something on there that's used to like running off of that kind of stuff. But yeah, I love this thing. I use it absolutely constantly. It's probably one of my favorite purchases in the past, I don't know, a couple of years. Yeah, pipo 7-inch. It goes by a bunch of names, like I said before. So just hunt around and look for the one with the ThinkPad nub on it. You know what I mean? There's not a ton of these kind of this form factor laptops out there, so this should be very easy for you to find. Yeah, and the cool part about it is I got this stupid bag that I carry everywhere. This is my, what we call the drug bag. And, yeah, this goes right in here, like, very easily. Just, whoop. And I zip it up, and I can carry it wherever I need to go. And actually, in my, hold on, let's, like, not show what I have in my bag. I actually have this cable right here, so if I want to go HDMI out, I can just hook up to a TV and do whatever I need to do. So yeah, that's pretty sweet. Pipo 7-inch laptop. Endeavor OS runs very good on it. However, I will be switching over to Debian, strictly for stability purposes, just in case, and then GNOME's coming off here. We're putting i3 on here. That's going to be the future plans for this. Debian, like vanilla Debian with i3. It's going to be perfect, right? Anyway, that's it for the video. So if you like this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Make comments about my dirty desk and the clutter. I personally don't care. It is what it is, dude. You know what I mean? I got a lot going on. Alright. Well, you guys have a good day. I'll check you later.